Hello and welcome to another edition of Shin Kicking Mondays. I'm Bernie Shung. I'm back. It's Monday. It's dreary, but we're going to get through the day despite it's not really cold. It's just kind of a little gloomy, a little rainy, but I actually don't mind the rain. I think we needed some here in the Midwest. It was getting a little dry these past few weeks. But anyway, glad to be back here hosting another Shin Kicking Mondays. As you all know, this is the sister coaching series to the Shut Up Show, where we talk about how to kick fear to the curb. So if you're new to the community, thank you for being here. So excited to have you. If you've been around a while, you know that I will be rambling for the next 20 or so minutes, so bear with me. Definitely thrown off my game today. I had adjacent calls, a total of 6 calls today, back to back for the most part, and I feel bad. I was a little late for a few of them, but the conversations have been just so absolutely amazing that I can't really apologize for wanting to prioritize time to talk to people who are doing some awesome stuff in the world. And I'll just back up a little bit to let you know there's a project that I launched pretty much the same weekend that I was launching my very first Kindle book. And in that campaign, I decided I wanted to help 30 different people from what I call the Misfit community, which is AJ and Melissa Leon of Misfits Inc., for 30 minutes each in 30 days. So for the entire month of August, I'm going to be helping 30 different misfits with whatever it is, personal, professional. Maybe it's something very strategic, maybe it's more tactical in nature, maybe it's just me being a helpful and supportive community member, but I decided I wanted to launch this project in the middle of something so massive like launching my first book. So it's been going really well. I had 30 plus people respond and accepted the challenge. And so I think I'm at number 14, 15 right now in terms of how many misfits I've talked to for 30 minutes each about that thing that they're working on. And it's been an absolute pleasure. And I think that's why I really wanted to focus today's Shin Kicking Mondays conversation on serving and helping others. If you're anything like me, sometimes it can be quite overwhelming and daunting to think about helping others in terms of what I do for a living, which is coaching. And so when I'm thinking about the responsibility I have to do good coaching and help people by being a good role model to them, sometimes it feels like the task is too huge for me to handle because I've got to be careful about how I present myself if I am to be a leader in that space, and I want to make sure I'm a good role model and that I'm acting accordingly, that I'm behaving accordingly, that my actions are in integrity with my words, all of that stuff. And I think it's been a challenge over the years because I wasn't quite sure who I was and how capable I was of helping people, nor did I feel confident that I was that coach that I felt deserved to be sought after by people who were seeking somebody who was of a certain level of caliber. And what I mean by that was when you're first learning how to coach people, it's really hard for you to believe that you're good enough to coach them. You do that whole, well, I'm not as successful as so-and-so, or I haven't traveled the world as much as that person, or I haven't had that specific experience in my life. How can I help coach that person on that, right? So you have all of these excuses about why you're not good enough. And over the years, if you continue to keep honing your craft and to keep practicing the goods, you'll eventually get better at it. And so over the past 6 plus 7 years now, I've been coaching quite a few different types of people. We've got entrepreneurs, we've got small business owners, we've got corporate employees straddling that line. I've got business leaders who actually are very successful in their senior leadership positions, and stay-at-home moms. All across the board, different types of people that I work with. And the really cool thing is over that period of time, I've really gained a very broad perspective of how to communicate effectively with all different types of people. And I don't think I would have been able to do that as effectively had I not had the experience to coach all these different types of people. because I kind of am a little bit of all of those people. Like pieces of me resonate in a lot of those different people. And so back to our conversation of today, when it comes to helping or serving others, it doesn't quite feel as daunting of a task when what's in it for you as the coach or the helper or that person who's guiding, what's in it for you is the sheer satisfaction of knowing that you did something that made a positive impact in somebody's life. Now, the measurable there is the person telling you, thank you, you did a great thing and it really impacted my life positively. Or maybe they don't ever tell you at all and it's you feeling the certain level of fulfillment and self-gratification knowing that you helped somebody else who was not in that great of a place. And for me, I feel like every time I serve and every time I give and every time I offer all of my skills and talents to help somebody else get ahead or to feel better in life, it just comes back to me tenfold. I mean, this level of confidence and gratification I feel from helping people is it's priceless. I can't even put it into words how much it means to me that I can make that much of an impact in somebody's life. Like measly little old Asian Bernie me from the Midwest, right, is what I always say about myself. And I realize that it does matter. You know, you do matter to people. You, the proverbial you, do matter to people because you have something to offer everybody. And some people want what you have and some don't, and that's a-okay. Give yourself to others who want what you have to offer them, right? As Steve Farber says, and I'm going to totally mess up his quote, but um, be of service to people who want. See, I knew I was going to mess it up already. Google Steve Farber and the quote about doing something for others that they want from you, basically, is what it's all about. And so I think that takes the pressure off of you when you're helping people, when you're volunteering your time, you're volunteering your efforts and your talents to help, whether it's a person or whether it's a nonprofit organization, a philanthropic project, anything. It makes it much easier for you to execute what you're good at because you're helping something that's much larger than you and that outcome, right? Outcome meaning get more views on my webpage, get more downloads on my podcast, increase my subscriber rate on my email list, put more dollars in my bank, right? All of those measurables are important, but I think that the pressure is less when you're doing something from a place of just sheer giving for the sake of doing good work that helps others. And so I challenge all of us to incorporate this serving and giving, incorporate that into your lifestyle, incorporate that into your work plan. Whether you do it a couple minutes a week, whether you choose one specific day a week to do it, whether you choose one specific person to help, there is something so absolutely amazing about being able to help people for the sheer sake of just helping. And in the process of doing that, not only do you gain a sense of self-gratification from that, but you also gain experience and practice in helping people to hone your craft or whatever it is that you're good at. And even more, I mean, obviously there are definitely many more benefits to that, but even more so, you help let this person know how important they are for you to give them the time and attention and the care that you are to offer them the support that they need. And I'm telling you, you don't even have to ask them, but even if you did, this person would be willing to bend over backwards to support you any way possible because of the help that you provided them. You know, it's a law of reciprocity. When you help and serve others, that help and service is going to come right back around, whether it's specifically from that person or whether it's from some other random person who wants to do good work that impacts you positively. And so That's really all I have for today, folks. I just really wanted to keep this short and sweet. It's been a really amazing journey here, working with so many awesome misfits across the globe. Like I said, out of 30 misfits I've talked to, I think close to 15 now, at least by the end of today. It will be about 15 or more. And I got to learn about all these different projects these people are doing all across the world. And if you're not familiar with misfits, basically it just means these are people who do not want to live mediocre lives and do mediocre things. They're just ordinary people like me who are doing remarkable things in this world, changing the world the best way they know how with the skills and craft that they bring to the table. And for me, being able to give back to these misfit friends of mine is being able to help them step back and step up from everything they're working on, to give them a second set of eyes and ears to help strategize, or to help them maybe even get closer because they can't get closer, right? So scale back or get closer, whatever they need from me. That's where I'm strong. I'm able to be an objective partner. I'm able to be a good sounding board who's not attached to the person's project. And I'm able to listen to something and intuitively understand what the person's really trying to communicate. And it's been so cool for me to be able to piece together how all of these different misfit stories are going to be intertwining, and like the threads are definitely weaving into each other. It's super cool. The really cool thing is, and this will be the first place I publicly say this, but the really, really cool thing about this project and the unexpected outcome of giving of myself for 30 days to 30 different people, 30 minutes per person, is that I see another book creation coming out of this campaign. I see me tying the threads of 30 people's lives and kind of connecting the dots on where our journey started and now where our paths are converging and how we came to find each other as misfits, and where our future projects will lead us and future misfits. It's just so exciting to me. I had no idea that that would surface out of these 30 conversations, but already I'm seeing just how awesome it is for me to be getting back from something that I wasn't expecting to. I really, really seriously just wanted to give of myself and support the community that has been so supportive of me, whom I love to death because of all the amazing work they do. And in the process, a great creative project has been born, and I can't wait to bring it to life, hopefully before Fargo in May 2015. So anyway, thanks for joining me, you guys. Shin Kicking Mondays is all about helping you to get through Mondays from an emotional and mental standpoint, because I know it's not easy to want to get up and do this hard work at times. It's so much easier to just go back and be ignorant and pretend we don't know what we know, which is this world needs to be a better place, and we have the ability to be a part of that change. And I thank you all for showing up every Monday with me here on Shit Kicking Mondays, when we talk about kicking fear to the curb and how to believe in ourselves and move forward and to give and to be of service and be a contribution in this world, making positive impact. That's huge to me, and I'm so glad that all of you choose to be here to do that. And for those of you who show up on Wednesdays to watch the replay of the Shut Up Show, which I record live on Tuesdays, again, another great place for us all to remind each other that we are all here together. We're not on our lone island, so we need to stop acting alone. We need to stop acting like nobody gets what we're going through. We all are struggling. We all feel deficient in some way. We all aren't sure whether we have what it takes to keep showing up and do the work, because we're not sure if anybody cares, if anybody's here to watch or listen. I've got a couple of you viewers watching me right now, and I'm like, whether you're here or not, I'm still going to show up every day and do this, guys. But since you are here, thank you for being here. I appreciate that. And I'm sorry I can't see who you are, so I can't say hi to you. But whoever you are, hi. Thank you, viewers, for being here today on Shin Kicking Mondays. Thank you again, seriously, for helping me to understand the importance of showing up and doing good work, because other people are showing up and doing good work as well, so you can't not do that. All right? So pick one person or one cause, go out this week and help them out however you can. You know, no ulterior motive, help for the sheer sake of helping out and doing good work the best way you know how. And report back to me, let me know how that went, all right? You can follow up with me over at bernieshong.com/live, where you can leave comments here and see the replay of the previous week's episode of Shin Kicking Mondays. Or you can also go over to the Facebook group. We're over at facebook.com/groups/Brave Bear Revolution. Or if you want to be more private in nature, you know where to reach me online. And you can even email me too, guys. I am definitely the one who replies back as quickly as possible because I love talking to all of you brave bears here. I'm over at lifespark@bernieshung.com. All right, folks, that's it for now. I will see you on Wednesday for the Shut Up Show and next Monday for another edition of Shin Kicking Mondays. Peace out. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and have a wonderful week. We'll see you soon.